shear stress in beams. Shear stress in beams. Let us take the beam longitudinal section is like this. In this is the neutral axis. We take two sections at two different locations. This is section 1 and this is section 2. Suppose moment acting at section 1 is m and moment acting at section 2 is m plus dm bending moment. Due to this difference of moment, shear force will come. Let us take the distance between section 1 and 2 is dx. So, in this beam, shear force will be there because of difference of bending moment. Because we know the rate of change of bending moment is shear force. Now, let us take this the generalized cross section of this beam is like this. This is the cross section of the beam. Now, let us consider a section somewhere here at a distance of y from neutral axis. Y from neutral axis, because this is neutral axis. This is neutral axis. At a distance of y from neutral axis, what will be the shear stress we need to find? That means here, let us take at this location the width of the section is b. At y distance from neutral axis, the width of the section is b. B equal to width of section at y distance from neutral axis, that is the width. The dx is the length of the beam, and that means in lengthwise we need to find here the shear stress is here. This is the width, length. Length is dx. So for we need to find shear stress in this layer, at a distance of y from this. Y from neutral axis. Now, let us consider a differential element of area dA. This one, this is dA, differential element of area dA, which is some p distance from neutral axis. P distance from neutral axis. We know m by I equal to f by y. We know m by I equal to f by y means here distance from neutral axis. Here in this case p, f by p. Therefore, stress equal to m by I into p. This is one formula. Stress at any level equal to stress at any level where p is distance from neutral axis. At a distance p from neutral axis, stress will be like this, m by I into p. That means here some force will be, here stress will be like this. At section 1, stress will be like this. Stress will be like this. So at a distance of y, at a distance of p, here this force is, let us take, this is F1. This is F1. Similarly, here at section 2, that force is F2. That stress, that is not force, that is stress. at that level, at P level, at P distance from neutral axis, the stress is F1, but this side the stress is at this distance of P, the stress is F2, that stress is F2. So what is the total force F1 acting on this element F1, and what is the total force acting F2? This is F2, this is capital F1. That means we are considering this entire element separately like this. Suppose this is A, B, C, D. So that A, B, C, D I am drawing here separately, A, B, C, D. On this element, AB is a stress-free element. There is no stress on AB. But here AC, there is a net force F1, and BD also there is a net force F2. So suppose this F2 is more than F1, then the balance will be raised by the shear stress at this area CD. So this is the shear stress tau. That means this is like this. The cross section is like this. This one, this width is B here. Cross section. Now this distance is dx. This is the differential area dA. Now to find tau, there is nothing. Tau is nothing but tau equal to F2 minus F1, the difference of force divided by area. Area is, see, this width is dx. I mean this length is dx. Width is b. The width of the cross section at that location. P distance from y distance from neutral axis is b width. So b dx is the area. That means this force F2 force, F2 minus F1 net force will try to slip the area over at this surface. Now the stress is the force by area F2 minus F1 by b into dx. But how to find this F1 and F2? So we know F1 is nothing but the entire integrated stresses, integration of stresses. That means F1 equal to, here stress is small f1. Small f1 is the stress. Small f1 is m by I into P. That is the small f1. Or indirectly you will write like this. F1 is the stress at that location. P distance from neutral axis. F1 into dA. That is the force in differential element integral over the shaded area. Integral over the integration over the area above this section. That means this entire area, shaded area. We'll call this as shaded area. Shaded area. That equal to integral F1 is nothing but m by I into P. M by I into P into dA over the shaded area. Shaded area. Similarly, F2 equal to integral F2 dA over the shaded area. That equal to integral m plus dm by I, m plus dm by I into PdA. Now what is the F2 minus F1? So now F2 minus F1 is, right here, F2 minus F1 equal to integral. We can take that into single integral. That is F2 minus F1 is this m by PdA. M by PdA will get cancelled. So F2 minus F1 equal to integral dm into PdA. dm into PdA over the integration over the shaded area. Now the shear stress at that level equal to F2 minus F1 by B dx. That equal to that equal to integral dm into pda by b into dx, that is dx into b over the shaded area. So that is equal to, we know dm by dx is v. dm by dx is the rate of change of bending moment is v. So v is shear force, v into integral p into df by b. So here we have forgotten one thing here. This is I is there here in denominator, dm by I. Here I should be there, divided by I. So 1 by I, 1 by moment of inertia. So v by I here, or v by bi equal to v by bi into integral pda. So that equal to over the shaded area. So shear stress equal to shear force. V is shear force at that location divided by moment of inertia into width into q, vq by ab, where q equal to integral pda over the shaded area that is where q is equal to moment of shaded area about neutral axis, moment of shaded area about neutral axis. Shaded area is, what is shaded area? Shaded area equal to the area above the section, above the level at which tau is required. So like that we can find the shear stress at any level. This is the formula we need to remember. Tau equal to vq by ib, where q is integral pda, where p is distance from neutral axis. So p is actually okay. This moment of area for the q is moment of shaded area about neutral axis. So q can be written as area into x bar also. This is equal to shaded area into some h bar, where h bar equal to centroidal distance of shaded area from neutral axis.